Well, we've been blessed with this wonderful exhibition, which is about John's revisiting Sydney, which is a place where he grew up. Wonderful pictures to do with the harbour, Bondi Beach. This one about early morning. This one about a beaming, beautiful sunny day. All of these works have a vibrancy and a life and an energy, which is really quite remarkable for a man of John's senior age. It's all sold out, which is a great way to start an opening, and it's just so wonderful to see what John has done.
It gives me great pleasure to introduce Edmund Capon. Hey! Hey! You going to make the speech? He shows 20 years. Oh, yeah, okay. That's better than you're going to get anyway. For the last few days, now sort of tumbling into weeks, I've been wrestling with writing a little piece called I Blame Duchamp. And it's an attempt to absolutely denounce that soppy, flimsy notion that the ready-made or the found object can suddenly be transformed into a work of art. This is a nonsense. And I was writing all this stuff and I thought, bloody hell, it's been much easier. All I need to do is to invoke the name and the paintings of John Olsen. Yes, that's it, much better. John is an absolute legend, and there is such a wonderful sense of joie de vivre about these paintings. You come in here, you look at these pictures, and I will guarantee everybody who does that leaves in a better frame of mind than they came in. Now, can you imagine a greater gift than that? I think that is the most wonderful thing. But we will quote Walter Pater, who said, all art aspires to the condition of music. When you look around here, this is positively symphonic. And I think John Olsen is one of those people who, who contributes so much to our imaginations, to our sense of optimism and our sense of hope. And you walk out of this gallery, you walk out of these pictures, and as I said earlier, you will feel that life is worth living. You're an inspiration, John. And when I look around here and see all the red dots, I say, everybody else obviously agrees. Congratulations, John. Wonderful show. And thank you, Tim.
Oh, my dear.
Come here.
Oh, my dear. I've got something. I've got something that, and you'll all agree with. Sydney did it to us. That special light, that special kind of feeling when the sun shines onto the harbour and it's cradled by the lights that hills that surround it. It's a bath. It's a beautiful big bath. And the European poets might say, see Naples and die. I went to Naples and I didn't die. Because the harbour is absolutely a gift. And we all share in this gift. And it's just been a great joy of mine to return, because for a long time I've been doing work in the interior of Australia, Lake Eyre and the Bungles and the Kimberley and that kind of thing. And I really don't know whether it was because of a certain age that I decided to leave the dry biscuit of the landscape and return to the blue beach goddess, Sydney. And it introduced me to the cave of memory, because I'm really an old Bondi boy. And when I got the OBE, Barry Humphries said to me, well, I know what OBE stands for you. And I said, other buggers' efforts? And he said, oh no, old Bondi expatriate.
Over bloody 80 now.
Yes, so now stands for over bloody 80. Yeah, thank you very much, Tim. But you see, if we can only grasp the magic of each day, and the sea is the great recorder of the tide coming in and the tide going out, and there you are, and you're a little boy, and those of you who live near the harbour will certainly remember this. In January, when the southeasterlies blow the blue bottles in. Yeah, millions of them, millions of it. And I began to look at that, and thinking, look, there's that blue, thousands of them stranded after the tide goes out. And there's that wonderful bluey violet colour against the sand. And there we are as children, and our parents say, don't go into that water, John, you'll get stung. And of course we got stoned. And then they had this marvellous colour Jensen violet. So we were painted with this Jensen violet like primitives. You know, just so sort of wonderful and primitive and light. Children under the sun. How different that is to a vision of north of the Rhine. And I think that kind of blessing that we have chosen to live in, that wonderful, primitive, archaic barbarity which separates us from Melbourne. No Australian painter could have done such remarkable pictures as John Brack's 5 o'clock Collins Street, or those terrible nudes. Those plastic things, I'll tell you what, in Sydney we make them sexy. And we are a Mediterranean people, but we are an individual people, and we accept our blousiness, and we accept our sensuality, because Sydney has invited us to its party. And never forget that, because it's your heritage. It's the real feeling of being Australian without trying. And it's just a great pleasure for me to be with you all and to share with this all, because if we take the positive side of life, we have so much to enjoy. Viva!
Viva! Viva!
Good to see you.